are joining us for the first time, you're welcome, you're welcome. So this is one shot, this is cycling, this is royal Q. So now if you look at it, this is so much beneficiary, ladies and gentlemen. This can benefit you awesomely so, because we are talking about you benefiting from as little as 5,000 rand. So you come on board, you pledge your 5,000 rands. That is a minimum, and it does magic for you. Give it time. Don't rush it. Give it time. It will benefit you a lot. We have a mistake of planting or plowing, but expecting quick results. Now, and also we have a fault of planting or plowing, and when we have challenges, we go and take from that. Look at a garden, take it as a garden. You buy some seeds, you put it in there. When you're hungry, you cannot go and take it out and dig it out. So when you're hungry, you make your plan elsewhere, while these seeds turn into vegetables, turn into fruits, turn into something magical for you to benefit in the long run. This is exactly how you look at it. That's how you do it. That's how you plant. This is how you plow so that in the near future, you will reap the benefit of that. Now, very important, ladies and gentlemen, you can take this 3% in the market with the guideline, with the teaching that the likes of Mr. Pumuda, the likes of Mr. Mazian, and the likes of Mr. Rosha and others will help you. The plan is to have 300 active trades plus that you will utilize, that you can set up. The bot will sell on your behalf. You do half of the job, the bot does half of the job. Otherwise, the bot does most of the job, because we've got great leaders that analyze the market, great leaders that can come and share signals. We've got great leaders that can come up with different ways of teaching and educating and training, simplifying it, and also great leaders that obviously will hold your hand in order for you to achieve this. So this you won't be doing it alone. You'll have your leader holding your hand in this. So 300 trades in a year plus, and of course, it can result into $1 million plus without any issues. It's that simple. No need for knocking on the door, asking questions. No need for that. Done. You've developed it. It's in your back office. It's in your Binance. You've done it. You've made that for yourself. How so? Simple, by following this. If you look at it, here's the plan. 3% from the market. And of course, multiply by 30 days. And this will be 90%. Meaning that you can achieve 90% in a space of 30 days. How about that? It's magical. 90% back to you in 30 days, depending on your capital, but it's still 90%. It can be 90% of $100. It can be 90% of $200, $300, $500. It's still 90%. That 90% multiplied by 12 months, guess what? It gives you exactly 1,080%. This 1,080%, assuming that in the market, a month, you are gunning for $90. The plan is just to gun for $90 in the market for those that are serious. And obviously, this will result into this, because this 1,080% multiplied by $90, it takes you to $97,200. And that is 1.6 billion. As much as everything happens in the market, meaning that maybe in 3 days, we can have that 3%. But the fact that you took the trade today, gunning for 3%, we've got one, help you take the 3%. If it doesn't come out, a strategy to get it out of the market, and you still benefit. So hence why it's about 300 plus trades within a space of a year. You activate the bot once and you're gunning for that million. Very importantly, to take the trade, you will understand your back office. This will be your back office. When we talk here, we talk about assets. Since we'll open it, we're not going to touch base much on this. Now, obviously, revenue, you will see a lot of your recording in terms of one shot and cycling. Now we'll do a lot of cycling when we go to Binance and also when we open the back office. This is the main important one whereby you can go to strategy and also check your running trades and all that. And this is where you do what? Check, change your emails and do everything, strategies and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm not going to touch base much on it. We'll just do that when we get to the back office. Right now, I'll need you to have your pen and paper so that you can start preparing for that one trade. So you prepare for it so that you're going to be ready for it. And when it comes, you are ready for it. Step number one, you go to strategy. That is step number one. And that is strategy. Step number two, you go to bot. So this is bot over here. Step number three, you go to martingale. This is step number three. Martingale strategy. Step number three. This will be step number four, whereby you go to this next year. So this is martingale, which is step number three, strategy bot. So hence this is wrong. And of course, that is that. And of course, step number four, you go for the last next, more flexibility. So this will take you on the next step, which is this part. From there, you know the signal is out, the signal is on the group, one shot group. If you are not there, please ask the person that has invited you to be there even now to add you there. So you select your pair over there. Today it was NOT, and also we had ADA, which is Cardona. What else did we have today? I forgot, I've lost count. So you'll see your pair here. If you don't see your pair, you come here. If you don't see it, those that you happen you don't see your pair, we'll do it again. But you come here. If you search it, you don't see it, you come back here on this plus here. And then from there, you choose spot and you choose the last all at the bottom left corner. And then you add on the bottom right corner, you are sorted. Then you should be able to find the pair. And also you select the pair. And once you've selected it, it will take you here on step number three, where it says now trade settings. I hope you can see it. I hope it's visible on your site, and I hope it's simple to follow. So once you go on trade settings, therefore it will take you to the next step. You're preparing to take the trade now. So I hope you are doing it. You have opened your app, because this is where you will tap on the choose the strategy setting. This is the part whereby you will choose your strategy setting. You'll come back and save once you have done so. And this one will take you where you have to add your strategy setting here. Once you've added it, you have to do the settings according to what you know exactly, and you save it. You go for steady number one, you change it to steady, and you make sure it's not radical, it's not conservative, it is on steady. Once it's there, obviously, you change margin call limit. So this will be your margin call limit on your left, as you can see it there. Step number three, obviously you change it from 7 to 3. Let me not assume that you know what you're changing. From 7 to 3. And then obviously you come to this step where you change the TP ratio from 1.3 to 3%. We are taking 3% in the market. Yeah. And step number 4, this is where you change your TP call back from 0.3 to 0.01%. I call it the difference. And you jump to step number 5. Step number 5, this is where you do the buy-in callback. It's always 0.3%. Whether it's cycling or one shot, it doesn't matter. Now, step number 6, you tap on this part, cycling. Most of the leaders make a mistake here. They don't tap here to change it to one shot. Tap on cycling, circle to make it one shot. So you tap on step number 6 to be one shot. The last step, which is number 7, you go for margin call. Margin configuration. Yeah. You are almost done. It takes few seconds. Now you go to this part. Many have a challenge here, but I would like to simplify it, make it very simple. When it comes to this part, number 1, this is your first call. This is your margin drop call. These are your times. So to make it simple, before you come here, you must know that this signal, I'm going to enter it with how much. Once you don't know that, you'll have a problem. So how do you know that? Here's what we have. You know that you'll start with $100. When you start with $100, you know the settings for $100. I'll come back here and explain it. You know the settings for $100. When you decide to go for $300, you take the trade for $300. These are the settings for $300. These are the percentage. When you go for $600, these are the settings for $600. These are the percentage. And $1,200, these are the settings. These are the percentage. So that's what you need to know. If you don't know this, therefore you'll have challenges. Settings for $2,500 percentage. And also $5,000 settings and percentage. Before you can even think of anything else, you need to know this. Once you know that, the signal will come and say maybe 0.3%. Sorry, 3%. Let's say the signal would say 3.5% or 3%. Once the signal says 3% call drop, it means the first call, it is 3.5%. But once it says 5%, it says the first call is 5%. Now, what happens when it's this? Because now this is 5.5 now. What happens? That means this second call will be 3.5. You'll make this 3.5. You leave this as it is, always. Don't change it. Now, another trade signal comes in. It now says 4.5% or 4%. You just put 4% here. 4.5%. You may leave this as it is. Don't change it. If you want to change it, make it 3.5%. It's fine. Now, just make sure it's not the same. Between 1 and 2. Always 1 has to differ with 2 in terms of percentage. If it's 5% here, 5.5% here, 3.5% here, or 4.5%. If it's 3.5% here, keep it as it is, 5.5%. You're sorted. This part here, it will be determined by how much you want to take the trade for. Where do you get that information? Exactly on the page where I showed you earlier on in terms of how much you're gunning for. You save. And then once you're done with saving, you obviously come here, and this is the beginning of our trade now. Because you've already saved your strategy. You've got your strategy. So now this is the beginning when you start to take the trade. You've got a signal. We all know when you take a signal, the first step, what do? The first step, you go to this part, strategy. You go to bot, change it from running to bot. You go to martingale. Obviously, you go to the last, next. And then from there, you take your pair, choose your pair. And then from there, you select the pair. Once you selected the pair, you go for trade settings. Once you've done that, make sure that now you're going for this part. This is where you'll find the trade settings here. So from trade settings, you choose your strategy. You focus at the top. You choose the strategy. So you tap on, choose the strategy settings. You will see your strategy settings here. And you choose it. You just tap on it. Once you have done that, it will take you here, whereby it has selected everything. If you are compounding, it's very tricky, this part. If you are compounding, you would have checked your revenue, how much you've got, and you will add what you have under your revenue with this 15. Make sure that when you press start and the trade says pause, you quickly go back to settings to change it back to 15. You save, you leave it as it is. So here, you're only gonna maybe change this if you are compounding. So now, what do you compound? The first trade, you compound the first trade. For example, have a plan to say, my first trade, I'm gonna take it at $300. My first trade, I'm gonna take it at $500, $1,000, and so forth. The other trades that are coming, well, I will take with whatever amount, that maybe $300 or whatever the case may be, maybe $100 depending on your funds. How do you know which is the first trade? It is the first one shot when all are out. When you have nothing on your one shots, that is the first one that you compound. Then the rest, you don't compound. Now, when the first one is out, the next one that you will take, you compound again. That's the most important thing. We'll deal with that some other times. Obviously, you come to margin configuration to set up your percentage, and it is done. Because you do your percentage as it's here, as you can see here, and you do all your percentages without any fear or favor there, you should be sorted. You should be sorted. So once you've done your percentage, you've done the amount that you want, and you know exactly how much you wanna take in the market, and you go for it without any issues. So it's very important to know that, ladies and gentlemen, and obviously it's very important for you to start to set it up so that when the trade is out and you are busy, you won't have any issues. So it's very important to know which amount you're gonna utilize in the market. So once you know that, you are sorted and you know exactly which settings you will do. This document, it's on the group. Make sure that you save it very close because you will need it. Obviously, you save here, and obviously you start the trade. So once you start the trade, and make sure you're in a space when there's internet, you will see here, it's gonna be say pause. You will see pause here. Hope I've got it right. I'm not sure. So you'll see pause here. So when you pause here, obviously you go back to trade settings and you change it back to $15. So that will help a lot. I see Precious, the please leadership, can you drop a recording after presentation so that we can practice and all that? No problem, my leadership. We will do so. We will do so. So yeah, so this is how you work around it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you practice it, and obviously this is how you go about it. So very importantly, we're just gonna come back here and see, hopefully we're still on the call, and let me just see something here. Okay, cool. Let's share and go for this part. So go for this part now. So this is the part where you can, let's see, let me see. Okay, cool. So this is the part, ladies and gentlemen, whereby you can enjoy your back office, and this is Binance, of course. This is Binance. If you look at your Binance, this is how it's going to look like. And obviously, this is your spot. And let me just check at the top there. Let me just check at the top there. Okay, cool. This is Binance. So this is your Binance. This is your dashboard. So it will look like something like this. So when you want to check your assets, so what do? You go to and let it roll. Let's let it roll while we're checking this part here. So this will be your Binance, and obviously you go to spot. Everything is on spot. So everything is on spot. So you go to your assets and then you go to your spot. So once you are here and on spot, then you'll be able to see your assets over there, and it will tell you what do we have and everything like that. So we come here in the meantime while that is rolling and see this part. This will be your royal cube. So let's just have a look on here on your spot. Hopefully it will roll and it will respect us. So yeah, this is the part. So whereby you can see your assets. So obviously, if you look at this, this will be your assets. So you've got your Shiba there. Obviously, as your trades there, you've got also your Pepe there. It's 0 now, and also you've got, so these are the trades that were taken. This is your BNB. This is your BNB as well, and also you've got also here, you've got Ethereum Classic. You've got Ethereum Classic, and here if you look at it, you've got Notcoin as well. And obviously when you look here, you've got BTC, and obviously when you look here, you've got what is remaining on your USDT. Now, very often, many of us are confused here. Why? Because when you send your funds to your USDT. You send your funds to your chosen wallet and they are on USDT. So now once your funds are on USDT, it means they are here to work, ladies and gentlemen. They are here to work. So remember, you are on a compounding strategy. It's not easy to see this flying up, but you can see the overall there. That's the best thing we can share. Now, obviously, when you look at this will drop when obviously the bot is purchasing from Binance. So when the bot is purchasing, the nice thing, they do send you messages. They're purchasing from Binance, this will drop. What is purchased will increase. What is purchased? That could be BNB, that could be Notcoin, that would be, this is the signal that we just took, and there could be Ethereum Classic and so forth. Also try to know the price of Ethereum Classic. Check on the market, how much each Ethereum Classic. So that will give you an indicative, maybe roughly how much you've got on your assets, because Binance keeps assets, coin assets, crypto assets. So we use your USDT balance to buy these assets. So that's the most important thing to understand when it comes to Binance. Otherwise, when it comes to RealQ, this is the part to understand. So we've got what we call cycling or cycle. So how do you get to understand that part? So obviously you will come here. Let me just scroll down a little bit. So this is the information you have. And these are the three markets we have: USDT, BTC, and Ethereum. So those are the market that we have and that you can utilize in the market. So obviously, let's just go for it and check how this can benefit you in the market and everything like that. So you'll have to go to, you'll go to, yeah, you'll come here, you'll come here. So here, this part you'll see overview. So overview will tell you what is happening, but we'll go to robot orders. So robot orders will give us information on what we have that is running, and also revenue will give us records on what we have, and deposit withdraw, we know that what it means. Now we'll start with, let's say, overview. So overview will have almost everything that is there. The total is there. So this is the total amount, and also this is total assets that you've got, 16 USDT there. That is the revenue part. So if you had something here you were sharing, so this account clearly does not share the business. As you can see, there's nothing here. So that is your overview. But now when you go to robot orders, now you see something different. So these are your assets. Now, obviously, this is about to come out. Maybe we can take advantage of it because it looks like it wants to come out. It wants to come out. So how do you take advantage of it? We'll get there. So you've already taken your trades. It looks like this. So when it looks like this, many of you gets to panic. But this is where you can take advantage of the market. Even on Ethereum Classic, depends when you've got funds. People are saying, yeah, it has used less of my funds and all that. You can take advantage of it. You can take advantage of this. You can take advantage of this. You can take advantage of anything that is here. So this is a signal that we had. And also you see this is on cycling circle. This is on cycling as well. This is on cycling, so it's fine. But now if you look at this, this is the trade that we just had. So now obviously it's on floating loss, minus 88, and return on rate on return 12 minus 12. If you were to cancel it now, you lose $12. Now, since this is will come in soon, therefore you can take advantage on it. That is one shot. So these are your trades. This is what is running, and this is where you can see it. Maybe some will have one Ethereum Classic. You see it's holding 494 position amount in dollars. So obviously this is a floating loss of 52. And obviously if you were to sell it or cancel it, you lose that $10. So now you can benefit this when it comes on the market, you'll benefit massively. And you'll enjoy the benefits of that. So otherwise, let's just quickly move to, this will be your, what is on your, this is your robot orders there. So revenue, this is what is recorded on revenue now. So this tells you how much was made, when, and how. As you can see, these are the records. And this is exactly the amount. Obviously, this was made when today. That is $50, $49 plus or minus 1,000 rand. And also, this was made as well just 2 days ago, which is $26 and so forth and so forth. Yeah, this was made also $34 and all that. So now, if the target was in the market, now you saw, one will ask, how much maybe can I start with? Maybe you can enter a trade with 10,000 rands on one shot. You'll benefit that. But if you can see here, this is what is connected. This account is sitting on $3,000 plus or minus. Ne? And the plan is to have $90. Is 90, yes, $90 a month. And if you will see here, this was on a date. Let's start here. Let's start on, where's June? This is June. Yeah, let's start here. Let's start here. June 30. So this will count on May. So we'll leave this. So already this person is sitting at $75 in just 7 days. So this person is gunning for $90 minimum. So meaning in 90 days, if you look at this person gunning for $90, so meaning that $90 will be done and dusted within a very short time. So when $90 is done and dusted within a very short time, well, this person is already sitting at $79. It means that this person is already on the way to 1.8 million in 12 months' time. So these are the practicalities that we talk about, because the aim is $90 a month. And this person for this month, I'm not talking about last month. It's a story for another day if we'll talk about last month, because the records are there. So the records are there. So it's not something that we don't have. But if you look at this person already is up there for this month. For this month. So which means it is doable, it is achievable, and anybody can do it. So the plan, you don't have to have $3,000 in your account. You can start with $500 for one shot, and you can go for it. You can turn 5,000 rands into 1 million rands. It doesn't matter whether you've got big numbers here or small numbers. All you do, you just consistently do your one shot, and you get your training, and you'll enjoy it 100% without any issues. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, this is the part whereby you can always learn how to do it. We'll share the session, we'll share everything, but this is doable, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very simple. You can do this with your eyes closed. It's not hard, it's very simple.